are being detained until we can figure out who your name is. I'm giving you a chance to give me your name. We're conducting an investigation as to what you're doing. Therefore, I'm asking you for your name.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions.
So yeah, we're conducting an investigation, and you are being detained.
What crime am I suspected of committing?
We don't know. We don't know what you're up to. But you're taking pictures. It might be terrorists.
Hey, how you doing?
What you doing?
I was taking some photographs.
Well, you're not supposed to take any photographs around the power plant. I got to report that.
Why not?
Well, it's against the law. I got to report it to the authorities.
What law is it against?
Huh?
What law is it against? What law?
You don't know what's going on, but you know, everybody's shooting. That's why they built that wall. People shooting inside there.
I didn't hear anything about that.
You cannot take any picture. They're reported from the control tower. Earlier I thought you were taking a picture of that trailer.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of them coming in, but I'm just out here standing on a public sidewalk.
What are you taking pictures for?
Just because I'm fascinated with power plants, that's all.
Well, it's come on with me. Come on with me.
No, I don't want to go on the property.
Give you something from the power plant.
I don't want to go on the property.
We got pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of what?
I'm going to give you a brochure that shows everything for the power plant.
Oh, okay. But I don't want to come on the property. I'll just stay out here on the public sidewalk.
Why is that?
Because I don't want to be trespassing on the property.
No, you're not. I'm taking you. Okay. I can do this. I just want to show. I want to help you.
All right. I'm good, man. I'll just get my own photographs. They're high definition.
No, you're not supposed to take any pictures. Don't take any more pictures. Otherwise, I'm going to have the police out here.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
You can do what you want to. It's not illegal.
Is that right? Okay. You got it.
All right.
Stay right there. It's right there.
Hi there, my name is Carl.
Carl, hi Carl. Were you the guy that called it in?
I called the control room. I confronted the guy right
Where was
across
he?
the street. He was right across the street, standing right there on the sidewalk across
Okay.
the street.
Okay.
So I approached him and I asked him if he was not allowed to take pictures on the lower property, especially the power plant. And he said, no, it's not against the law. Which law is it? I said, look, buddy, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to call the sheriff's department and they can sort it out.
Okay, so he was across the street. You told him to leave.
Right across the street in the corner. I told him he's not allowed to take pictures of the airfield plant. He could say and walk across. I cannot stop him from walking across the street, or you know, I cannot stop him, but he cannot take any pictures.
Right.
Okay. So that was the main thing.
Yeah.
And he was really being smart. Excuse my French. Smart ass. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
Just taking photographs.
Photographs?
Yeah.
We'll take photographs of.
Whatever I can see for public. I'm just gathering information about just investigative journalist gathering content for a story. That's all.
Okay.
There's my hands. Got nothing in my hands. All right.
Why are we taking pictures of the plant?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Raise a little bit of suspicion.
It's not illegal though, right?
Not illegal, however, it is suspicious in nature. With it being as, you know, what it is. You have a vehicle with you?
I'm not answering any questions. Like I said, I explained to him I'm a journalist gathering content for a story.
You have an ID with you?
And so he's already confirmed I'm not breaking any laws. So.
Well, we're still talking to you. We need to identify who we're talking to.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
We're trying to identify who we're talking to, just because there was a suspicious. It was called out that there was a suspicious person walking around taking photographs. The way things are right now, we at least need to identify who we're speaking to, so we can make a notation that you were in the area, who you were, and what you were doing. If you're taking photos, that's fine. But we still need to find out who we're talking to.
Who I am is investigative journalist gathering content for a story.
Okay, I need your name now.
And I'm taking photographs.
So that's perfect.
Unless I'm being detained. Am I being detained?
It's an investigation, so you are being detained. Right.
I am being detained?
You are being detained until we can figure out who your name is. I'm giving you a chance to give me your name. We're conducting an investigation as to what you're doing. Therefore, I'm asking you for your name.
What reasonable articulable suspicion do you have that a crime is afoot?
You're in an area taking photographs of a power plant.
Is taking photographs of a power plant a misdemeanor or a felony?
What is that? Sorry?
Is it a misdemeanor or a felony to take pictures?
Right now you're failing to identify who you are while being investigated by a law enforcement officer. That's the crime that you're committing at this point.
Well, what would that be?
Failing to provide an identification to a law enforcement officer when you have been asked to do so.
Is that a crime?
It is a crime.
You have
Well-
to provide law enforcement with an identification or your name so that when it's been asked upon you do not do so.
But you've already confirmed that I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not violating any
Besides
laws.
failing to identify yourself at this point.
There's no duty. I'm not refusing. Don't get me wrong. But there's no duty to identify if I'm not suspected of a crime.
Okay.
Is that right?
We're telling you right now, you're completing an investigation as to what you're doing and what you're photographing.
I've already told you that I'm an investigative journalist gathering content for
However,
story.
Along with that, we need to identify, we're asking you that we need to identify who you are so we can make a notation that you were in the area and you're going to be in the area taking photographs. Okay,
Well-
failing to provide law enforcement officer with a form of identification after you have been asked to do so is a crime.
Okay, so I'm not refusing. What will happen if I don't give you guys identification? Because I don't think it's any of your business who I am. You've already confirmed that I'm not committing a crime. What I'm doing is perfectly lawful. I'm standing on a public sidewalk. Not only is it, just let me finish. Not only is it perfectly lawful, it's constitutionally protected activity.
Okay.
Did you guys take an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution?
Okay. I'm not asking you whether or not you are going to be taking photographs on the side of the road. That's not what we've already clarified that.
Right.
However, what we're discussing now is the fact that you're failing to provide law enforcement with an actual identification or your name so that you can make a notation that we may contact you. Right?
This is a First Amendment protected right. You guys are detaining me unlawfully. And now you're forcing me to give up my identification, which is unlawful. And I'm gonna give you guys a chance not to do that. I'm not refusing to do it, but I'm gonna give you guys a chance not to unlawfully detain
We
me.
need to know who we're speaking to.
Are you going to give us your identification or not?
Am I gonna be arrested or not if I don't give it to
It
you?
just depends. Why are you refusing to give it?
Because it's none of your business who I am. It's my personal information.
Well, it's the loitering and prowling is what we were looking at because you're in an area at a time that's not common for normal people to be in photographing.
Like I expressed to Deputy Richardson, I do not consent to being detained. I would like to be free to go as soon as possible.
As soon as we can find out who you are and we can possibly identify who you are, you'll be more than glad to go.
All right, sir, I'm going to advise you of your constitutional rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and to have him listen during any question. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you. Before any question, if you wish, if you decide to answer questions without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering at any time. You'll also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand these are those rights provided?
Do you have a supervisor?
I do. You want me to come over? Because I'll be more than glad
Please,
to
please call your supervisor and we'll take it from there, okay?
Hey, Sarge. You there? Hey, are you busy?
No, what's up?
Alright, so we're in contact with this guy that's photographing the plants and some other areas, and we asked him if we can go ahead and provide us with a form of identification so we can identify who we're speaking to. And he keeps going around saying, well, I'm a journalist, I have a right to take photos. I said, that's perfectly fine. We're conducting an investigation.
What? I'm sorry. What?
He's a journalist, and he's doing a story. And I said, that's fine, but we're still trying to identify who you are, who we're speaking to, so I'm asking you to go ahead and provide us with some form of identification. Well, he's going around and around saying, it's my constitutional right, I don't have to give you anything, I haven't broken any laws. I said, well, you're right now, you're not providing your form of identification or something to identify who we're speaking to, therefore, not providing law enforcement with the information required is breaking the law.
Sorry, because he is next to a power plant with his name. He needs to provide ID.
Yeah, well, he's refusing to do so, and he's asking for a supervisor to come on scene.
Okay, fine, that'll be nice.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Sergeant Ford, how are you, sir?
Sergeant Ford.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Jeff. I'm
okay.
an investigative journalist. I'm just taking photographs. They've already advised me that that is not illegal.
No, it's not. And no, Jeff, I don't think you're a terrorist. Fine, but if that's all you do is taking pictures.
Okay. Am I free to go?
Outside, Jeff.
I know, it is. Am I free to go?
What's that?
Am I free to go?
You are.
We know
Okay.
who he is, right?
Yeah, what's that?
Because we didn't know who you were.
Well, you don't want to give us your last name or anything like that, Jeff?
I'd rather not if I'm not doing anything illegal.
He wouldn't even give us his first name. So.
What you said is Jeff. I mean, if it's Jeff, Jeffrey, I don't know.
Okay.
But no, you're not doing anything illegal.
Okay. So I'm free to go?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to head this way if I could just...
Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Jeff, you know that, were you recording our conversation between the two of us?
I am, yes, sir.
Okay, well, you didn't tell me you were recording that conversation, did you?
No, sir.
Okay, that's illegal under the Florida statutes. You realize that?
Actually, it is
yeah,
not.
it's the Security Communications Act is what it is.
Not when it comes to public officials.
No, I think you're wrong, buddy. Okay? But you need to tell me you're recording me. If I'm talking to you, say, hey, I'm recording this conversation. And I'll be fine with that because you've told me you're recording me, okay?
Okay, am I free to go?
Yeah, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Let's not bring that to your attention.